In this video, we're going to do part 2 on Metropolitan Naples. If you didn't see part 1, please go back and check that out. You'll see that as part of the channel. You're a real estate doctor with William Ravis Real Estate. You're going to see a lot of images. I'm sitting here with Ed Gonzalez, the real estate broker for Metropolitan Naples, and we are down on sunny Fifth Avenue. He was kind enough to take time out of his day to talk with us and to give a little bit of his perspective, which will be a little different than part 1, where I talked about my thoughts about the market here and the shift that we may see as we head out a little bit east off of Fifth Avenue. And you're going to see, I put up pictures from the brochures he was kind enough to give to me. And also I said I'm going to get on this sky run one of these days. Eddie's going to get me on the sky run, which is going to be at the top floor. And so I got a beautiful packet. If you give me a ring, I'd be happy to share some information. We'll go over some details and can get you connected on all the fine information that you may want to hear about Metropolitan Naples. But this is your Real Estate Doctor channel, and again, we are on location. Ed Gonzalez is going to talk about some things specific to this 15-story high-rise that's just broken ground. So we are underway right now with the first tower, and we're going to see images. As you'll see the television behind us, we're going to get to see some really nice images of what's to come. And so what I discussed was some really exciting movements here as you get down toward Bayfront. People are starting to hear about Naples Square, 1111 Central, some of the things that brought into development in the downtown district. And now, we have all the excitement in the past in the historic Fifth Avenue and 3rd Street, with now the shift over out, things happening in Bayshore, and even a little bit just slight west of Bayshore, which is the tail end of Davis Boulevard, we're calling, or is known as now the Gateway Triangle. So this area, when I was a chiropractor, as I talked about in video 1, for many years was just vacant land, and now there's going to be just this beautiful structure with residences and also commercial property on the first floor. And so I'm going to let Ed take away a little bit and provide some detail about what square footage might look like in some of these units, the penthouses, top floor, 5th floor, parking, and a variety of details that maybe I didn't quite cover as well as he will do in this video. So with no further ado, here is Ed Gonzalez, sales broker for Metropolitan Naples, also I guess more appropriately called ARA.
Aura is the one building, yeah. But thanks, Ron. Essentially, and piggyback on what you said, that whole area it's not new development, it's redevelopment. So, excuse me, I'm going to stand up here. These buildings in that area are really just going to redefine the whole neighborhood. So it's not only what we're doing, bringing Metropolitan Naples to life with the hotel Aura here, the one building that's under construction in the future condominium building. This right across the Naples Bay Club and walking distance to technically here where we are, right next door to the French on 5th, is what people want today. So put aside the fact that we have condominiums that are 2 bedrooms that are shy of 2,000 square feet, all the way to over more than 6,000 square feet. What people are looking for is that convenience.
Absolutely.
That's why mixed use communities are so prevalent today. People don't want to commute anymore. They want to be able to just go downstairs and go to one of the restaurants, go to one of the boutiques, any of the professional services. Actually, I don't know if you knew this, Ron, the last tower actually has office space available in it. So it's going to be about 50,000 square feet of office space. So some folks will work, after work go downstairs, get a nice steak, a glass of wine, and go up to the residence, never touch their car.
I love that.
That's what people want.
I love this image. Can you, because we're trying to face the camera so that our viewers see us not just looking always at each other, but can you point out each individual building once again? Just
sure.
Because I know it can get confusing when you see the collage of the 4 structures that will
For sure. So as you mentioned, the Gateway Triangle. So the parcel was triangular in shape. So let's call it the Point, which is the most western spot in Metropolitan Naples. That's the Ellington Hotel. So this structure here is a 10-story hotel called the Ellington.
Wow, okay.
What we're marketing right now is Aura, which is, that's a 15-story building.
Yes.
As are these 2 others. So this will be delivered year-end 2024.
Gotcha.
Roughly about the same time as this one. And this is for future development. Once it's all said and done, it'll be 2026.
Okay. Okay.
Okay? So it's definitely a pre-construction play.
And some of the other buildings are going to be high-end rental
This
condos?
is high-end rental. A
Okay.
company called GFI Capital is running that.
Okay.
And this is going to be something that you're going to help me sell as well later on, which is high-end condominiums similar to this. Higher density, there's probably going to be over 100 condominiums in this particular tower.
Yeah.
This one is a very boutique-ish building. It's only 56 residences, very exclusive concierge building, elevated parking. And as you know, the amenities in this particular building
Oh, I like that. Parking will go.
yeah, the parking's all elevated.
This is going to be important because elevation, right now with everything that's happened in Florida, elevation is critical.
So in a lot of buildings, you know, the penthouse gets the best spot in the house.
Right.
Here, we're giving that to all the residents. So at the top of the building is where you have your swimming pool, the spa, the yoga studio. So you're
You see that one, my folks? There it is. There's the
Here's
sky
the
run.
thing. If you time it
Can you
properly,
picture yourself up there?
and if you time it properly, you're on a treadmill as the sun's coming down. We will have the absolute best sunsets in town. Okay, so this gives you an idea. I'm sorry, go the other way. Here. Yeah. So this is a 50-foot infinity pool.
Wow.
And it's looking west for obvious reasons. Okay? So you can actually be in the pool as the sun sets. Under roof here is what I showed you earlier. That's the yoga studio, the spa, and the workout area. And under here is entertainment. So if you wanted to cook a meal or something like that, invite some friends over, there's ice makers and water and you know, refrigeration and all that stuff there for you. Now mind you, on the 5th floor, this particular tower
That's exactly what
also has amenities on that floor. So let's use this here. This whole terrace here on top of the parking will have a potting green, fire pit with seating around it, grilling station, a hot tub. And then on the 5th floor, you also find amenities like a business center, conference rooms, a guest suite. So if somebody wants to stay in, in the building with you, they can actually do that, but not stay in your residence. They can actually stay in the building, in the guest suite. So all that stuff's available to the residents who live in Aura. And then again, being able to afterwards just come downstairs and go to one of the restaurants just makes it a phenomenal lifestyle.
And can we cover square footage?
Sure.
The number of units that are going to be in the building? Just
Right, so there's 56 condominiums in the building.
So 56.
Yeah. And like, most buildings USA, there's going to be a variety of floor plans. You know what I mean? You try to accommodate most people's needs. In our case, and by the way, everything I'm showing you here, this is our website. Okay? So all this information is available through metropolitannaples.com. We start with what we call the O2 residence. This is 1,780 square feet. It's a 2-bedroom den, 3 full baths. And I put emphasis on that because having that 3rd bathroom not be a half bath, a full bath, changes the whole dynamics of that den. You know what I mean? Sorry, this thing's touchy. Yeah,
No,
so
it's okay. You can zoom in on it.
yeah, but it changes the whole dynamics of how people use that den. So this is our starting price as well, because it's the smallest condominium on what's left, because we're half spoken for.
Yeah, and this video is February 2023, almost moving into March 1st.
8th floor is the entry level into our building today at $2,475,000.
Okay.
From here, you're going to go to 3 bedrooms. Very dramatic floor plan. As you can see, it's a little over 2,200 square feet. The neat thing about this particular condominium is every one of the rooms has its own outdoor space. Terrace, and obviously the big one. These start at $2.5 million, go to $3 million, depending on where they sit in the building. So everything's really based on square footage.
Okay, so starting square foot, just for people watching, what do we have per square foot? From what to what?
Well, total living 1,890,
Okay.
on up to over 6,000 square feet.
Okay, and price range?
And price range from $2,475,000 to over $6 million.
Okay.
And again, it's just a function of size and where it sits. Okay. But just going through the floor plans, you know, not in detail, because, you know, for purposes of what we're doing is just really give people an idea of what's available. This, for example, is a very popular floor plan, which is our largest of the typical floor plans. This is a 4-bedroom, almost 3,400 square foot interior. It almost has an owner suite and then the VIP suite, which is really more what you find in the master type scenario. But anyway, so this was very popular, great views, 2 separate balconies. This is a neat residence here, especially if you get it on the higher floors. This is the one residence, it's a little over 3,000 square feet, where everything faces west. So if you're on a nice floor, you can technically time it to where you're coming in and you would just see the most incredible sunsets. And in this case, it's from every single room. So this was very popular for that reason. This is a very dramatic floor plan here. It's also a 3-bedroom. And I don't know if you can see it, but this here's a wine wall.
Okay.
So it's actually a see-through, a glass enclosed wine cellar right here, which is pretty cool. And being a corner, obviously you have a lot more windows than you would, let's say, if you had an interior. But very, very dramatic, beautiful floor plan here. These range from 3.5 to about 4.5 million.
Okay, and again, if you can't see all the detail, we're mainly just trying to provide some of the information.
Yeah.
There's multiple floor plans. We can go over all the specifics of that for anybody interested in really getting into that detail and really seeing a nice up-close view of these schematics. But obviously, there's just so much to choose. There's a lot of great options.
I mean, what I tell my clients is, listen, the key here is this a lifestyle you're looking for? Once you tell me you want to be in our building, I can find you the condominium that suits your needs. And it's pre-construction, if somebody wants to make changes to it.
That's a good point, yeah.
We can. So, and we've done it. This particular condominium here, that one of my clients is making it into a 2 primary or 2 masters or 2 VIPs. Nice. So it's really going to be a 2-bedroom condominium.
Right.
Yeah, you're combining this
very spacious
and that. Yeah, very spacious. So, you know, you can do stuff like that to suit the client's needs at this stage.
Okay.
You know, a year from now, that's gonna be tough. But right now, I have a client who bought one of the penthouses, adding a huge swimming pool up there, you know? All right, this is interesting. I have a penthouse on the 5th floor. People say, why is it on the 5th floor? I said, because it's a penthouse. Sits on top of where the garages are.
Yeah.
This thing's almost 3,700 square foot inside.
Wow.
And has a really, really neat feature.
What is that feature?
It lives like a house on one side,
okay,
and like a condominium on the other side. Let me explain. So, the owner's suite, which is all this here, this whole corner is the owner's suite. This is all landscaping. And remember that on the outside, I mentioned on the 5th floor, there's amenities. That whole terrace that belongs to the building, where the putting green is, where the jacuzzi tub, the fire pit, all that stuff. All that stuff is past this, and these people have a gate to come through. So that technically looks like fire. If the person's here in bed looking this way, it's all landscaping. It looks like you're in your house. You know, you look out, you're looking at a garden, yard, you don't even know you're in a building. Right. You cut across to the other side, you're like, oh, wait a minute, we're 5 floors up. Right. It lives both ways. By the way, you do have an outdoor shower here.
It's amazing.
Pretty neat.
I know you can't see all the detail, but you're hearing what he's saying. it's an amazing.
No, this is 50 feet.
5th floor.
On the 5th floor.
Yeah.
5,200 square feet. We got this going for $5.2 million. But whoever ends up with this, lucky.
So I wanted him to talk about the 5th floor because he already told me this a while back, which I think is really unusual. I love that it's not everything at the top. But also I want him to touch base on the parking, and then the 1st floor, which is going to be some commercial, which I can imagine some restaurants, maybe a coffee shop, maybe a boutique with some clothing, you know, shopping, fine dining.
Yeah.
So we can cover a little bit of that, and then we'll flip through a few other images. But just amazing things happening with this Metropolitan Naples here, right down to the end of Davis Boulevard, called the Gateway Triangle. Again, this building is Ara and Ed Gonzalez. has been kind enough to go through this with us, so this has been really great. So we'll take a look, going through some gallery images.
Just to give you an idea, I want to show
Yeah.
you just real quick kind of the look that we're going after. So we hired a gentleman out of, he's actually a Pompano, Florida, very well known over there, called Stephen G. So Stephen G Interiors is doing all the common areas.
Amazing.
This, for example, will be the lobby. If you come in through here, the concierge will say, hey, Mr. Ron, how are you? And you'll be welcome through something that looks like that. This is an owner's lounge on the 5th floor. So we all get to use this.
Yeah.
Super Bowl party, this would be a great place to do it. You know what I mean? The residents get together and come down and enjoy themselves. This is, by the way, that's that wine wall I was telling you about earlier.
Right.
So this is the look we're going after. As you know, formal spaces are a thing of the past. What I mean by that is there's no formal dining room, there's no formal living room anymore. Everything is open. So if you're entertaining or whatever, you're still in the kitchen. You're not there by yourself. There's people there with you. You're part. The kitchen's part of the. Yeah. So for that, we're going high end. I mean, Italian cabinetry. A company called Ital Craft. Wolf Sub-Zero refrigeration. I mean, top of the line stuff. It's gas cooking. And by the way, every condominium in the terrace and the balcony also has a grilling station. So.
Amazing.
Yeah. Very cool.
Amazing.
So this is the look we're going after, the light colors, very clean looking, floating cabinetry in the bathrooms. Technically, this would be a standard bathroom. The only thing we don't do as standard, for example, we don't need them here in Florida. Your towel warmer would not be there, or the rope for that matter. But other than that, this is what a bathroom looks like. Now, if a client tells me, listen, Eddie, we wanted something I wanted red tops. It's okay.
Wow.
We'll get together with whoever, the people that are giving us the stone. This guy wants red. Let's do it. And we can make it happen. Okay? So this is the look of them. Gold's coming back. This is that wine thing I was telling you about. By the way, the parking is awesome.
Yeah, so that was one of the things we wanted to make sure we mentioned. And
Yeah.
I didn't really pay, I don't think I mentioned it in video one.
Our
I
clients
didn't have this image either.
Our clients call because they're like, well, where's the parking? Especially with, what happened, late last year. So we have elevated parking. So when everybody comes in, they come in through this ramp, which it'll look exactly like that, by the way, with that lighting and everything, pretty cool. And then parking's on the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th floors. This section here, that's only open to, when you back up the truck and you move in, there's a loading dock on the other side. This would be your sense of arrival if you're coming in.
Yeah, amazing, right? Amazing.
Love that.
I love that view.
Yeah. And everybody has 2 assigned spots. And by the way,
That's unusual too.
every 2 spots has 1 electric EV station.
Okay, there you go.
We know that in 10 years, that's going to be the way to go. So we're jumping ahead of the curve and electric chargers for every 2 spots. So technically, every condominium comes with 1 EV station.
Wow.
Pretty cool, huh?
Very cool.
Just different elevations. This is actually a really good view right here.
Love
Then, when it's all said and done, if we were coming out of the Naples Bay Club, this is what we would see. This is
So I did talk about Naples Bay Resort. So that's
right across the street.
right on the other side.
Right across the
Right
street.
from what you're looking at now, just across.
Yeah. So even though we're going to have, like I said, restaurants and coffee shops and some boutiques and stuff like that here, we're also within walking distance. And I'm talking about 3-minute, 4-minute walk from an additional 4 to 5 restaurants, including now, the Marriott is building on Goodland.
Yes.
That's going to have a nice rooftop
Yes.
and restaurant and bar up there. Well, that's a 2-minute walk from here. So a lot of stuff's happening in the area that's beneficial to not only the entire community, but whoever gets in here now. Now's the time to do it. Pre-construction.
Absolutely.
They're going to benefit from the
I
price.
heard that first.
Yeah. But that's the way it is. I mean, that's not new. That's just the way it is.
So just slide on over for a second. We're going to wrap up, but some of that, I know a lot of that image, we didn't zoom in on it, but I'm sure you got a good look with where we're at with the camera and everything. I hope you enjoyed some of the information. I do want
You know what I'm going to do is I want to send you a digital brochure
Okay.
that if your viewers call you and give you an email, you can just shoot it to them.
Perfect. There you go.
Okay.
There's the solution. If you want all the actual detailed graphics so you can really home in on this top quality, you can reach out to me and we'll give you that information. I'll give you my contact at the end. I want to close this video. We went into more detail than I even expected, so I'm really appreciative that Ed took the time to show you some of the floor plans, because I didn't get into the floor plans too much because I didn't really have any good imagery to show you, and it can be a little bit cumbersome to look at on video, but the details that they have and the flexibility and customization that they're allowing purchasers to do is also unusual. And the 2 parking spaces is a difficulty that a lot of people face when they get into these condo high-rise buildings. Just even parking is always a concern. Elevation's a big concern right now, so they've already addressed all that. The one closing point, just with being here for quite a while now, originally as a chiropractor, moving into full-time real estate as I've been doing at this point in my career, and looking at the historic areas of downtown Fifth Avenue that many people are familiar with in 3rd Street, Tommy Bahama's, Beach, Aqua, all the restaurants that have been here for quite a while as well. What do you think this is going to end up? What is your vision as we shift from the famous Fifth Avenue that we're sitting in right now, right next to the French restaurant? Because I talked about, I really think there's going to be a big movement east where there's going to be a lot of things for people to do, entertainment, activities.
If you look at it, I mean, there's no growth west, okay? So we talked about this earlier. This is not new development, this is redevelopment. So it's called gentrification is really what the word is. So Fifth Avenue, this is simply the continuation of it. Exactly. That's really all it is the continuation of all this infrastructure of entertainment, shops, dining, as it goes all the way through Bayshore.
I think it's going to be amazing. Yeah.
And anything in between. You know, we're actively trying to acquire parcels as a company in between there already.
Yep.
So this is not the end of what we're doing here.
So just a lot
happening.
a lot of revitalization, a lot of excitement to come.
And the surrounding areas, I know some parcels that have been sold and changed hands and stuff, and all that's happening quick.
Great.
So like, again, time is of the essence. You want to get in early. That's all I can stress.
Get on the phone.
Yeah.
We're going to close out this video. It's about 22 minutes in, so I don't want to have you guys waiting around too long, so I really appreciate it. If you've been to my channel before, thank you for following your Real Estate Doctor channel. If you're new to this channel, I appreciate you taking a moment to be on, and please always, I say, give us a like and subscribe to the channel. We're going to be doing more and more new construction type scenarios. I'm going to be talking with Ed about future deals that he's getting involved in the future, so we'll try and bring some of the latest and greatest structures and things for you to look at. For those of you looking to live the dream lifestyle here in sunny Southwest Florida. So again, we appreciate you watching. Ed Gonzalez, we thank you for your time today.
Thank you, buddy. It's good seeing you.
Again, this is R at Metropolitan, an incredible opportunity pre-construction. So reach out to me, Dr. Ron Repasy, 239-331-5886. You'll see that information in the description below. And I'll also link up the link for video number 1 that I did an expose, a little shorter, just some detail, a little mirroring what we saw today about Metropolitan Naples. So with that, wishing you peace, health, and happiness. We'll catch you next time. And as I always go, ba-boom.
Good luck.